The clock winding down now, 3 days until Iowa's first in the nation caucuses. All eyes are on Iowa this weekend as voters get ready to caucus for their candidate of choice. KTIV's Michaela Feldman joins us with Live Link 4 from Des Moines tonight. Michaela, not just folks in the Hawkeye state watching tonight.
Yeah, Matt, that's right. It's people in the U.S. and all across the world watching what happens here in Iowa over the next few days. That includes both national and international media. More than 2,600 journalists from 29 countries are credentialed here at the Media Filing Center. But getting ready for this flood of reporters isn't always easy. Staff here at the Iowa Event Center started preparing back in April, and 24 hours ago, this room was totally different, filled with vendor booths for a farm show. Event organizers say it took a lot of hard work for them staff to get everything flipped over for these journalists.
It was a sight to see. It was kind of crazy and chaotic, but we just appreciate everyone's help and flexibility on making this happen. It's just been a lot of planning, and it's finally here. So we're excited that we have everyone here. So we're ready.
Burris says he's looking forward to putting a face with the name of those media journalists he's been speaking with for the past few months. We'll be hearing from some of those international journalists I spoke with coming up on News 4 at 6. Matt.
Michaela Feldman reporting with Live Link 4 in Des Moines tonight. Michaela, thanks. With just 3 days to go until the Iowa caucus, the Democratic field has gotten smaller. John Delaney ended his presidential campaign today after pouring millions of his own dollars into the effort. The former Maryland congressman was the first Democrat to enter the race, announcing his bid in July of 2017. His early start, though, didn't translate into an advantage in the race or increased name recognition. In a field dominated by well-known candidates from the liberal wing of the party, Delaney called for a moderate approach with, quote, real solutions, not impossible promises, end quote. His exit shrinks the field to 11. The last month has seen a blitz of activity in Siouxland as candidates rush to win over voters ahead of the first in the nation caucuses. In January, 5 candidates paid visits to Sioux City, holding town hall events and rallies in an effort to win over voters. One candidate was not able to make it here in 2020. Elizabeth Warren had scheduled an event today at Western Iowa Tech Community College. She was not able to attend because she was in Washington as the president's impeachment trial continued. Congresswoman Katie Porter and Iowa Democratic leader John Norris took her place. Today, former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg campaigned in Sioux City. While speaking at the Orpheum Theater, he said that the next president will need a new way of thinking to focus on issues of the future. He says that he has set out from day one to have a different campaign, one defined by belonging and focused on unity. In Iowa, Buttigieg remains locked in a very close four-way race with Senators Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, and former Vice President Joe Biden.
Well, the next president's going to face issues that are profoundly different than anything we've seen before. Climate change is upon us. The global security picture is changing with everything from cyber attacks to health security issues like what we're seeing out of China. We're going to need to restore U.S. credibility and deal with racial and economic inequality here at home.
With the Iowa caucus just 3 days away, this weekend will mark the candidate's final opportunity to win over voters in the Hawkeye state. One more presidential candidate will be in Sioux City tomorrow. Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar is scheduled to hold a town hall event on Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Marquee. Although President Donald Trump is not facing a serious Republican challenge in his re-election campaign, he has still put resources into Iowa ahead of the caucus. Last night, the president held his own rally in Des Moines at Drake University's Knapp Center. He claimed that the country was experiencing, quote, the best years in history, but warned there could be consequences for farmers if he's not re-elected.
And it's going to be a historic landslide. And if we don't win, your farms are going to hell, I can tell you right now. Sell. They'll be saying, sell.
The campaign says it views Monday's Iowa caucus as a challenge to meet high expectations, flex political strength, and demonstrate Republicans are excited about supporting the president for his re-election.